Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level at all ages. Programs include youth leagues, all types of skill clinics, semi-private and private training, all throughout the year. Follow them on Instagram or check out their website at www.courttimevolleyball.ca.
Durham College is a proud recipient of funding from the Ministry of Sport's Ontario Sport Hosting Program for the 2025 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Volleyball Championship. The Ontario Sport Hosting Program provides project-based funding to help applicants deliver national and international amateur sport events in Ontario. The province provides an annual investment of $3 million and has supported 190 events since 2018. Welcome coaches and congratulations on making it to the 2025 CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Step into the action with Pregame Pathways' innovative tools featuring custom lineup cards, dynamic whiteboards, and engaging game day cards that set the stage for every play. Discover our student athlete pathway plans designed to guide you on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
There are a number of partners that support CCAA activities, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize them for this event. 4 Imprint, the Government of Canada, Jostens, Moulton, One Team Sports Group, Verburn Medical Supply, and Volleyball Canada.
Durham's love of sport runs deep. Sport Durham is proud to collaborate with partners like Durham College to welcome sport event visitors and to strengthen our inclusive community. From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham is here to help make your next event memorable.
Team Prada, Whitby and Oshawa's real estate specialists and proud sponsors of the CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship and Durham College Athletics, your go-to team for all things real estate.
With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more. Durham College is a proud recipient of a grant from the Durham Region Parasport and Recreation Opportunities Fund to support its innovative sitting volleyball initiative. This fund was established by the Region of Durham in partnership with Durham Community Foundation as a legacy of the Durham Region 2023 Ontario Parasport Games. The Sitting Volleyball program underscores DC's commitment to fostering inclusive sport and recreation opportunities for all athletes.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Campus Wellness and Recreation Center for our second game of the CCAA National Women's Volleyball Championship. We will have in about 6 minutes here. It's going to be the Augustana Vikings, who are unranked, versus the third-ranked nationally Humber Hawks. Humber, of course, coming off their gold medal win in the OCAA. And Augustana with a silver medal at the ACAC, and we've talked about it before, going 9-10 on the season. The only team here with a less than 500 record.
Absolutely, and we're going to take a quick look over at our bracket here. Once again, I understand that this bracket is not updated with player faces or team faces yet, but earlier on we saw the VIU Mariners taking on the Providence Pilots. The Pilots were able to put on a decent showing, able to keep all sets competitive, but were not able to survive the onslaught. That was the number 2 ranked VIU Mariners, as the Mariners advanced onto the quarterfinal matchup, and that is going to be the Pilots who drop down to the bronze medal bracket. Now you can see that 2 p.m. game is going to be the Vikings and the Hawks. They'll be taking each other on. Obviously, the winner and loser of those games will play the winner and loser of the game previous with the Pilots and the Mariners. Moving on, though, we have the tail of the tape. The tail of the tape here is going to show something. Immediately, something jumps out to you as you look through this this Viking squad, they've lost more sets than they've won this year. They have lost 3 more at 37 compared to 34 in terms of wins. They've gone a perfect 500 in their last 5 games of regular season play prior to the actual tournament. And they barely squeaked in. They were the last seed of the North Division to make it to the playoffs. And they managed to beat everyone else to be able to make it here. Very, very impressive.
Meanwhile, on the other side, the Humber Hawks put together as perfect of a season as you can have, going 18-0 in the regular season, as well as 4-0 in OCAA playoff competition, winning that gold medal, only losing 2 sets in the playoffs. Just a dominant team, a dominant year. Only losing, I believe it is 4 sets throughout the regular season as well. Just a dominant showing for this Humber Hawks team, and to them, nothing but a CCAA gold medal deems success on their season.
Humber did a great job this year in the OCAA. They had 2 of the top 5 hitting percentage players on their roster. That they had the leader in hits there. That's Larson, Amanda Larson, number 18, as well as Lexi Zakari, number 14. Larson had 4.13 on her hitting percentage, and Zakari had 375. Of course, Larson was also up in the numbers there. Blocks per set had 0.9 on that regard.
Amanda Larson also in familiar territory here at the CRWC. Played her first few years of OCAA volleyball for the Durham Lords. Of course, with her 4th year now with Humber. And just a big presence on the court at 6'4". It's very crucial to have her at the net, and really gives a lot of teams a lot of trouble there at the net front.
And moving towards the game here, we are going to have starting lineups showing up briefly as both teams get ready. Of course, refs checking everything under the sun when it comes to this game. CCAA, you cannot afford to miss a single thing if you're an official or player.
So kind of interesting to look at the Vikings season, as for the month of September, they actually went...
That's almost 6-2, 7-2.
Yeah, they went 7-2, and then it just... Once October hit, they then went 5-1.
In fairness, they had to play Lakeland 3-4 times.
And then November, able to kind of claw back, ended up going 4-3. Then January, even 3-3, and then February, 3-2, heading into the playoffs. Is just...
They barely squeaked their way in.
Yeah, they started the season as good as you can, and then it almost kind of went downhill from there, but able to claw their way back.
Yeah, it was just a rough. I'll say middle and end of their season. They did a fairly good job though. Both teams here prepping almost towards the end of our time here. Gonna have the national anthem play as both teams get all final preparations for the game done and over with. Carter, do you have any predictions for this game?
It's hard not to say Humber should win this handedly. But, I mean, the Vikings obviously just...
They had to get here somehow.
Been able to claw back and really grind their way here. And that's a team that normally is able to beat a top dog team. It's just a team that grinds and plays hard no matter what the score is, and almost, I don't want to say makes it annoying for the other team, but just always there, always in it. So regardless of who wins, I think it's going to be a very entertaining match.
And we are back once again on the mic. Myself, Etienne Skitch, sitting right beside me.
Corrado to Stefano.
And welcome everyone once again, CCAA Women's Volleyball. And our starting lineups here as we send you back to Stadium Mike.
And now let's welcome the line judges. First up, we have Jen Bowers, Nikki Chamois, Niv Nataraja, Lynn Watkins, and Conrad Walpole. And of course, please welcome your scorers, Ryan McDoom and Sue Letnoise. All right, fans, once again, this is the CCAA Volleyball Nationals. It is time to welcome the starting lineup for the Augustana Volleyball. So good, thank you, Bobby. First and foremost, we have the outside header, number 18, Tamara Matheson. Next up is the middle, number 14, Lady Bradley. Outside header, number 10, Hadley Zeewer. Outside hitter number 11, Taryn Watson. At middle, we have number 1, Brooke McBride. And we have the setter, number 5, Phaedra Bruins. And the liberos for the Vikings are number 9, Raquel Lucier. And number 6, Cassandra Blaker. The Vikings are coached by Steve Enright. And now, fans, it is time to welcome the starting roster all the way from Toronto for the Humber.
And welcome back. Once again here, the Humber Hawks and the Augustana Vikings. Once again, the Humber Hawks come into this ranked third in the country. And the Vikings squeak their way through. They are unranked. Here, no less, looking to put on a challenge for anyone who comes against. Both teams getting their last preparations here, little pregame rituals. And it is going to be showtime.
Almost a home event for Humber, obviously being so close over there in Toronto, Ontario, and just a lot of noise during their opening lineups there. So it's a lot of fans here for Humber supporting them, and Augustana obviously quite a ways away, but I'm sure definitely have some fans at home watching.
Augustana were the ones who actually ended up hosting the ACAC championship. Of course, they had their home crowd there to drive them through that tournament. We're going to have to see how they fare with a crowd that's a little bit smaller. And first serve for Humber. Catches nothing but nylon.
Now serving for the Vikings. It's going to be Zemer.
And serve flies. Good response, tipped well over. And kill is there, a laser beam. Number 18, Tamara Matheson. First year out of Yellowknife.
The only player not from Alberta on the Viking roster. A lot of first years as well for the Vikings.
Clearly they did some good recruiting.
They're off to an early start here, up 3-0 on a team that a lot of people would say is closer to the top when it comes to the favorites here to win this thing.
And another one, service ace. Starting to see how they were able to push their way through the ACAC. And on a massive run for the back, Hadley Zemer. Once again, Zemer. Humber going to be able to return this one as the tip not quite won. As once again, sent to the corner, it's in. 5 points in a row.
Just painting the line there, a perfect strike to the back corner. Continuing her service is going to be Hadley Zemer.
Zemer.
Great serve, but Humber able to corral it. Here's Larson. Vikings
Gets
able
caught up.
keep it alive. Now go to the far side. That was blocked, and unable to keep that one alive was Burns.
Hannah Manor is going to be the one to finish that one off.
It's going to be Larson now serving for the Hawks. Good dig there from the Vikings to keep it alive.
And that one stays wide.
Taryn Watson with the error there. Larson continuing her service.
And nylon. Larson taps out. In comes number 8, Reese Charlotte, the libero for the Humber Hawks.
Laney Grandley now serving for the Vikings.
The Vikings looking to push the advantage. Second touch, not there.
Almost a miscommunication there as one of the Augustana players was ready for it, but one of her teammates kind of touched it right in front of her and didn't allow her to get that ball.
That Grandley just got a hand on it. Maybe shouldn't have. Second touch has to be there to keep it alive. Free ball is not there. Humber able to take another point. The lead shrinks to 2. Serve flies clean. And Tip keeps it alive. Second touch and the kill all the way from Alberta. Number 11, Taryn Watson. Second year, Rosalind.
Now Matheson serving for Augustana.
Sets there, big kill. Not going to be able to finish, and that's a quick tip as it stays on Humber court. Amy Connolly just got a little bit lost there.
I know it's early, but do you almost consider taking a timeout here if you're Humber? I mean, like, you are the heavy favorite in this game, and you don't want to let it slip away from you too early. At the very least, the first set. As I say that, though, they get a point back.
Hannah Manners out back.
That one's going to be just out there. Manners to serve again.
Lead shrinks to 2.
One thing to note for this Humber team that definitely would play to their advantage in terms of depth, but not a single player under the height of 5'8", other than the setter. One of their setters, that is. So very, very tall team, very present at the net.
All of them able to really get into a scrap there. Also means further to the floor as that tip almost makes it home. And block. Back set is there. Second chance opportunity for the Vikings to put it away. And it's the Hawks. And free ball flies over. And big block. Vikings able to keep it alive. Kill is there. Second touch and the third one sends it clear. And they keep it alive. Wow. 3 digs in a row keeps that alive. For how long can Viking keep this going? A lift.
Unfortunate. That's, like I said, one of those points that it goes on for so long that it feels like more than one just because of momentum.
That one flies real high. This one has to be a joust battle at the net, and it's going to be Humber taking the point.
Touching back to what we alluded to at the start of the game with the Hawk faithful being here. Also on the right side, though, we do see some Viking hats in attendance, which is always good to see. Some people making the trip over there from out west.
Of course, Vikings players happy to see the faithful. And Humber now is on a massive run. 6 points. And battle won at the net. A point to the Vikings.
We'd like to take this time to acknowledge the Women's National Volleyball Championships are powered by AO2 Live, the platform that powers amateur Canadian sports, CCAA's official video streaming service provider.
And back sets there. Good kill. Good quick reaction there. Humber still has to deal with all the Augustana Vikings right up at the net.
Vikings doing a good job. They got off to that early lead. Humber clawed back, took a lead of their own, but Vikings not bending and keeping it close.
Bend but don't break. The Vikings stay in this tie game. Big block at the net. Second touch and the kill from the backcourt.
It's a great dig there for the Hawks.
Good return. And off the touch. Reese Cholet not quite able to get out of the way.
One thing about the Vikings is they may not have the ability to get that point after the first attempt, but they can just keep the ball alive long enough that they're just going to tire you out and keep that ball coming over the net.
It's been an absolute nuisance. They're outstanding at keeping this ball alive, and it's going to lead to another point here. And serve is all there. Set clear. And what a drive down the line. Number 12, Amy Connolly. And right there, see the kill from Connolly, just drives along that near line. It's a point for Humber almost every time. The Vikings
here is going to be returned by the Vikings. Kept alive by Humber. But a lift called there. Now the a double touch called there. As the Vikings continue to add to their lead.
And serve well clear. That was Brebands on that one. And the joust.
It's going to be won by the Vikings.
Battling at the net there was Bannister. Or sorry, that was Larson, but just wasn't quite able to get there.
Yeah, Phaedra Bruins able to keep battling and keep blocking that ball at the net for the Vikings.
And that's Bravens, another serve. And a laser beam from the right side. Amy Connolly.
Chris Wilkins liking what he sees from his team there, telling him to keep going.
And it's the Vikings, still up 2. And over. Phaedra Bruins. The setter is going to be the one serving here. And just over it goes.
Great dig there by Bruins. Oh, that one's going to be blocked.
Even better block.
Oh, it's blocked by Shawaga there.
All right.
That kill attempt there will be good from Hannah Manners. Point there for the Hawks, as we're now tied at 15 aside. Caitlin LaBelle serving for Humber.
And too far it goes. Point to Humber. Humber did not let up almost anything during the OCAA regular season as well as the playoffs. And backset kill from distance off the touch of number 5, Phaedra Bruins.
Amy Connolly with the kill there. That's going to force a timeout call from Augustana. We're going to take a short break hearing from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
Durham College is a proud recipient of funding from the Ministry of Sports Ontario Sport Hosting Program for the 2025 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Volleyball Championship. The Ontario Sport Hosting Program provides project-based funding to help applicants deliver national and international amateur sport events in Ontario. The province provides an annual investment of $3 million and has supported 190 events since 2018.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level.
And we're back once again. Going to be LaBelle on the serve. And too far. And serving now is going to be the Augustana Vikings, number 10, Hadley Zemer. Fires a laser beam. And a point to the Vikings. Didn't quite see what the call was.
I believe it was a net violation call from the far official.
And Hadley once again. A missile from Humber.
Anna Manners with that one.
It's going to be Amanda Larson. Larson. Perfect placement. Just out of reach. And that's a service ace for Larson. Serving again. And the Vikings not able to get there.
As they now get to that 20 mark, 5 points away from the ever so important first set.
Humber looking to keep that set streak alive. And that's the Vikings able to keep it. And a joust at the net.
Good block there by Kennedy Willscroft from Vancouver, BC. If you want to talk about quite a ways away, that's quite the recruitment there from the Hawks.
And it's the Hawks leading by 3. Little substitution here, as in comes Brooke McBride. And the Vikings put it over. Keep it alive again.
Unable the third time, though. So now Humber 3 points away from taking the first set.
There's just a series of digs on the screen, just replays everywhere. Replays get that, there's digs all over the court. And another one. And tip towards the back middle. Free ball. Sets there. Big kill into the blockers. Third one has to be a free ball. And tip. Second chance, keeping it alive. Tip to the far side. Back set, a kill. Out of the court it goes. And a point to Humber. as they move to 23 to 18. A timeout by the Augustana Vikings.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court-time volleyball is a locally owned
We're going to
Team
move.
Prada, Whitby and Oshawa's real estate specialists and proud sponsors of the CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship and Durham College Athletics, your go-to team for all things real estate.
With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more. Durham's love of sport runs deep. Sport Durham is proud to collaborate with partners like Durham College to welcome sport event visitors and to strengthen our inclusive community. From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham is here to help make your next event memorable.
And welcome back to CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship action. Got the Humber Hawks leading in this first set 23 to 18 and serving as the Hawks. Vikings looking to keep themselves alive in the set. And communication costs the Vikings.
Hawks will now move to set point, as it is Alex Shawaga from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, second-year player. And it'll be just out of bounds, giving the Vikings just a tad more life. And the Vikings just keep on staying in this one.
They keep themselves alive. 4 points the difference.
Tamara Matheson with the serve.
Matheson clears the net. And tip. The Vikings send it to the net. Nylon is found as Humber takes the set.
It was only a matter of time, being up 24 to 20. Hawks take the first set 25 to 20.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level at all ages. Programs include youth leagues, all types of skill clinics, semi-private and private training, all throughout the year. Follow them on Instagram or check out their website at www.courttimevolleyball.ca.
Durham College is a proud recipient of funding from the Ministry of Sports Ontario Sport Hosting Program for the 2025 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Volleyball Championship. The Ontario Sport Hosting Program provides project-based funding to help applicants deliver national and international amateur sport events in Ontario. The province provides an annual investment of $3 million and has supported 190 events since 2018. Welcome coaches and congratulations on making it to the 2025 CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Step into the action with Pregame Pathways' innovative tools featuring custom lineup cards, dynamic whiteboards, and engaging game day cards that set the stage for every play. Discover our student-athlete pathway plans designed to guide you on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
Team Prada, Whitby and Oshawa's real estate specialists and proud sponsors of the CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship and Durham College Athletics, your go-to team for all things real estate.
With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more. Durham College is a proud recipient of a grant from the Durham Region Parasport and Recreation Opportunities Fund to support its innovative sitting volleyball initiative. This fund was established by the Region of Durham in partnership with Durham Community Foundation as a legacy of the Durham Region 2023 Ontario Parasport Games. The sitting volleyball program underscores DC's commitment to fostering inclusive sport and recreation opportunities for all athletes.
And welcome back, CCAA Women's National Championship here at Durham College, Oshawa, Ontario. The Humber Hawks were here coming in from Toronto, and they were able to drag out the first set away from this Augustana Vikings squad. Of course, Humber walked into this one favored, but no less, they were able to walk away with the set as the Vikings put all the pressure on. And serving first there was the Vikings. Into the wall of blockers. Quick thinking there.
Amanda Larson getting the kill there, and now she'll step up to the line to serve. Service is good as now the Vikings look to battle back, and just a light tip lands just barely outside.
All she needed was an inch closer on that one, and that would have been points. Instead, it was Larson to serve, and into the wall. The Vikings yet to take a point, down 3.
Larson getting set to serve once again. And that one will sail out of bounds. So now the Vikings turn with Haley Zemer. One serving 3 here. And that kill there from the outside comes from Taryn Watson. Brings them back within 1.
Humber have lost a total of 6 sets on the entire year, including playoffs. They don't want to lose one here, let alone 2. If you manage to lose 3, you've taken half of what you lost on the rest of the year. Like, you don't want to lose too many. You've had an excellent season.
And a misplay there from Zemer gives.
Questioned her own call there to leave it alone.
Yeah, it's Shawaga who gets the ace from that one.
And just a slaughter there, Hannah Manners. And Manners once again. And timeout over for the Vikings. And we will be back in just a little bit with a quick word from the sponsors here.
There are a number of partners that support CCAA activities, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize them for this event. 4 Imprint, the Government of Canada, Jostens, Moulton, One Team Sports Group, Verburn Medical Supply, and Volleyball Canada.
Welcome, coaches, and congratulations on making it to the 2025 CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Step into the action with Pregame Pathways' innovative tools featuring custom lineup cards, dynamic whiteboards.
And welcome back, CCAA Women's National Championship. Serving is the Humber Hawks to the Augustana Vikings.
Willis Croft with that one. Played off the block, kept alive, but unable to get it over.
As that's Augustana. Coach, clearly that timeout already making its worthwhile as they take their third point of the set.
Now serving is going to be Lainey Granley for the Vikings.
And took her serve from a mile away from the line. Still able to keep it clean. Sets all there, and the kill just the same. Has to get there. Not quite. And a point to the Hawks as they go up 5. Up 8-3. Manners serving now. And big response there is a kill from the far side. Sets there, Vikings look to put it over. Come up short.
Now serving is going to be Hannah Manners. 9 serving 3 here. And that one's going to be sailed out of bounds.
Fires a rocket, sends the ball back to Toronto. Just pack it on the bus with them. And big kill. The Vikings not quite able to get there.
Amy Connolly with the block as we see the replay here.
Humber, another service ace. The Vikings trying to keep themselves in this, but they're currently costing themselves here.
Rachel Odell continuing to serve.
I believe I saw there on the video board for every service ace that is a pound of food donated to food banks by the DCSA, Durham College Student Association, for those not at Durham.
Odell getting set with another serve here for the Hawks.
And they're just relying on Taryn Watson on that far side.
And a big block there by Brooke McBride.
Fired up afterwards. 6-foot middle out of Sturgeon County. Sorry?
Now serving is Amy Connolly for the Hawks. Getting that back over to the Vikings, but the Hawks able to keep it alive. Good rally here as the Vikings battle back onto the net, but Hawks able to keep it up. A back set, that one's blocked there by Amanda Larson. It's now a 9-point lead for the Humber Hawks here in the second set. far different from how the first set went.
And out it goes. A point going over to the Vikings. Couple substitutions here. One's the libero and that's standard. But out goes McBride. And in comes number 8. That's going to be Andrea Bravens. And good serve there. A missile. Goodness gracious.
9-point lead reinstated for Humber.
Humber commanding this set.
Caitlin LaBelle with the serve. One will be along the wall and a net violation called there. As the Hawks now up by 10.
LaBelle to serve. And a mile an hour. It flies. And a point to the Vikings. Replay is there. Massive kill. Serve flies clean. And out it goes. Hannah Manners, just a little bit too much power there.
Phaedra Bruins now with the serve for the Vikings. That one will be blocked at the line by Haley Zemer. It's not easy to block an attack attempt by Larson, but not shying away from that one with Zemer. She gets a point out of it.
Larson stands at 6'4", no easy task to block. It flies away as the Vikings clawing their way back in. Timeout to Humber.
Called by Humber.
Going to be taking a quick word from our sponsors here, and we will be right back.
Durham College is a proud recipient of a grant from the Durham Region Parasport and Recreation Opportunities Fund to support its innovative sitting volleyball initiative. This fund was established by the Region of Durham in partnership with Durham Community Foundation as a legacy of the Durham Region 2023 Ontario Parasport Games. The sitting volleyball program underscores DC's commitment to fostering inclusive sport and recreation opportunities for all athletes. With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more.
And we are back in the CRWC. Serving here is the Augustana Vikings, number 5, Phaedra Bruins. Serving to the Humber Hawks, up 6.
Good dig there to keep that one alive for the Vikings.
Stays in.
I believe it landed out, but it was deflected at the net. Nonetheless,
Point no less.
Vikings bringing it within 5. Couple more points, and I think it's almost time to hit the panic button for Humber. You were up by 10 at one point in this set.
Say, that lead is slowing quick.
And
keeps it alive.
Tip there by Kennedy Wilscroft. Made it seem like she was going to set it there for Larson, but just tipped it over the net herself. Alex Shawaga now serving for the Hawks. They're up by 6, 17-11.
And they keep it alive. Both sides Going for a couple crazy maneuvers there to keep it alive, but oh my goodness.
Kill there for Hannah Manners. Now 18-11.
That kill by Manners once again. Just a laser beam. And out it goes. Service error for the Hawks. The Hawks this season average 2.7 service errors per set.
Now Kennedy Wilscroft serving for Humber. They're 6 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead in the match. And she'll get the ace there. Another service coming for Wilscroft.
And quick tip. Left the ball just out of reach. Just a misplay here. Tapping in is number 13, Kira Ralusik. And tapping out there was number 10, Hadley Zemer.
That one just out of bounds. Good eye there from Augustana to let that one drop.
And that is a point to the Vikings. They keep themselves in this. Still down 7, but opportunities to be had.
Now it's Gradley serving off the top of the net.
Lucky to get a hand on it here. Vikings firing. Excellent dig, but just out of control. And a point to the Vikings.
Gradley serving once again, trailing by 6.
And the kill is there. Humber advances. Hannah Manners out back. Fires keeps it clear. What a dig. But this time it's gonna be the Hawks who actually give away a free ball. And they're just smacked back over right in the face of McBride. Just weren't quite able to get enough of it.
Now 2 points away are the Hawks as Manners gets set to serve again.
Already up 1 set, looking to go up a second. And good placement.
Light tip there by McBride.
No need to go for a massive kill there where there was enough room. And keeping it alive. Set and kill on the far side. The Vikings team doing an excellent job at holding off this Humber offensive. And they keep it alive. That block just went off target, as you'll see here. ricochets out of bounds. Just got a misstep on her serve there, it looked like. Tamara Matheson almost had to do like a hop step, like really, really late, and then ended up driving her serve straight into the nylon. And we're on set point here.
Rachel Odell has the set point in the palm of her hands. It's going to be returned by the Vikings.
In.
Just inside.
And line drive by number 12, Amy Connolly, brings us to 2 sets in favor of the Humber Hawks. It's going to be the Vikings looking to break themselves out of this hole, as we're going to be sending you guys over to a couple ads, and we will be right back.
Durham's love of sport runs deep. Sport Durham is proud to collaborate with partners like Durham College to welcome sport event visitors and to strengthen our inclusive community. From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham is here to help make your next event memorable.
There are a number of partners that support CCAA activities, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize them for this event. 4 Imprint, the Government of Canada, Jostens, Moulton, One Team Sports Group, Verburn Medical Supply, and Volleyball Canada.
Welcome coaches and congratulations on making it to the 2025 CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Step into the action with Pregame Pathways' innovative tools featuring custom lineup cards, dynamic whiteboards, and engaging game day cards that set the stage for every play. Discover our student-athlete pathway plans designed to guide you on the court, in the classroom, and in life. Durham College is a proud recipient of funding from the Ministry of Sports Ontario Sport Hosting Program for the 2025 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Volleyball Championship. The Ontario Sport Hosting Program provides project-based funding to help applicants deliver national and international amateur sport events in Ontario. The province provides an annual investment of $3 million and has supported 190 events since 2018.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level.
Durham College is a proud recipient of a grant from the Durham Region Parasport and Recreation Opportunities Fund to support its innovative sitting volleyball initiative. This fund was established by the Region of Durham in partnership with Durham Community Foundation as a legacy of the Durham Region 2023 Ontario Parasport Games. The sitting volleyball program underscores DC's commitment to fostering inclusive sport and recreation opportunities for all athletes.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level at all ages. Programs include youth leagues, all types of skill clinics, semi-private and private training, all throughout the year. Follow them on Instagram or check out their website at www.courttimevolleyball.ca.
With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more.
Team Prada, Whitby and Oshawa's real estate specialists and proud sponsors of the CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship and Durham College Athletics, your go-to team for all things real estate.
And welcome back to CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship action. Still another minute here. We're going to take a quick look at the bracket here once again. quick look at the bracket here once again. Just once again recapping. So the first game of the day, we saw the VIU Mariners taking on the Providence Pilots. Those two had a little bit of a showdown here, but regardless, no issue for the Mariners as they walk away with a 3-0 victory, advancing to the semifinal. And on the other end, Providence advances to the bronze medal semifinal, I believe that is. Quarter, sorry. Whatever, they go into the bronze medal bracket, and now they are going to be playing the victor and loser of this match respectively for both teams. Back into this game now, we have Humber serving to the Vikings. And Augustana Vikings with the first point of the day, or first point of the set, sorry.
Now serving for the Vikings is going to be Phaedra Bruins.
And Bruins short.
At the line to serve is Amanda Larson.
And Augustana puts it back over.
That is Vikings, point number 2. Athletes eager to serve.
And big serve out of the back court there. And a bigger kill from number 10, Hannah Manners. Manners fired a missile from that left side.
Now getting set to serve is Willscroft.
And we saw that set there. They were working on it in practice, kind of that moving, almost looks like a back set, but that one stayed pretty clean and just wasn't able to keep it on target for the hit.
Willscroft gets a favorable bounce off the top of the net, which will give her an ace.
And a missile of a hit sent straight.
Now serving for the Vikings, Lainey Grandley. Humber leads 4-3 in this third and what could be final set. Humber leads in the match 2-0 if you are just joining us. Now he takes a deflection but kept alive by Humber. Near side set will go off the net rod, so point for the Vikings.
Alrighty.
Grandley still serving for Augustana.
And into the net it goes. Hannah Manners is going to be the one taking this one away. And fires it. Able to return, but Humber
Gets
the point
off of the net violation, I believe.
Net violation it was.
Manners again serving for the Hawks.
Humber up 2. And just weren't there in time was the Vikings. And it's going to be Humber once again. Serving, here's Hannah Manners. The Vikings have to get some momentum back in this. They had it early. Haven't had any since. And that could be a decider. Missed serve by Hannah Manners. Makes it a 2-point set.
Now serving for the Vikings, Tamara Matheson, who trails 7-5.
And that ball sent a mile away, but Manners able to reel it in. Quick free ball. To the left side, the blockers catch it. And stays in play. And kill, able to be recovered. Sets there, a kill from Manners. But it's once again the Vikings excellent at holding on, but just misplaced the free ball.
At this time, we'd like to acknowledge the Women's National Volleyball Championships are powered by AO2 Live, the platform that powers amateur Canadian sports, CCAA's official video streaming service provider. Their serve for the Hawks, and this one's going to go down as an ace there for Rachel Odell, as they now lead by 4 in the early going of this third and potential final set.
And the serve clears the net just fine. Once again, firing over to the outside hitter, Taryn Watson. Been the target of almost every single set. And eventually does get her point off the back of it. And that's going to be Watson once again to serve. And into a wall consisting of Larson and Connolly. Connolly out back. And slips through not 1, not 2, but 3 Humber Hawk pairs of hands. As they just weren't able to reel that in.
Andrea Brabans with the serve now for the Vikings.
And found Nylon.
Into the net. LaBelle now serving for the Hawks as they lead by 4.
And that is a point to the Vikings. Just managed to slip it through the block.
Yeah, it seemed to hit the block and then just drop on the Humber side. So not tight enough to the net there was Larson, rather.
And they managed to get that over. I thought that was short. That one certainly wasn't. Manners fires a missile. And that one wasn't short either. That one, Larson and Williscroft coming together. A big replay on this one. We see both them come together and fire it straight back into Viking court. And that one hits the top of the net and sent back. Serving is Zemer. And no chance of return. And a point goes to the Augustana Vikings, as they are only down 2 now as a score of 10-12. And oh my goodness, Manners keeps firing absolute missiles, looking to put in another one. The Vikings happy to respond. Quick tip makes it over. And went for a panic touch there. And they close the gap to 1. Hadley Zemer.
The light tip there by Manners is enough.
Well, when you throw enough nukes down court, you know, every once in a while they're going to back off. And it's that second line is going to be a little bit further back, and that leaves the opportunity for the tip. And second touch is there. Good response. And excellent placement.
Manners again, the target to many of the Hawks sets.
And backset is there. Good contact. And it's time for the Hawks as they send it into the blockers.
Laney Grandley with the block there.
And far side, the kill drills it into the left side of Hadley Zemer. I guess that would have been the right, but just no chance to return that.
Hannah Manners now serving for Humber. Now
Nylon
into the net.
Serving is Tamara Matheson.
And the missile finds a lane. And a point to the Vikings. Augustana clawing their way back into this, down 1.
Very similar to the game we saw earlier today between VIU and Providence, where Providence basically led for the whole set, but then right at the very end, VIU was the one that's able to just take it. It just goes to show how important those points are. When you're down by 2-3 points, just making sure you can stay in it.
You gotta try and keep it close as best you can.
Now serving is Rachel Odell.
And another tip there, and a missile coming from the back court. The response. Tip. Second chance, third one goes over. Another free ball from Humber. Missile out of the back court. Response not there. And this game is a 1-point differential once again. You see that kill out of the back court and just no one able to respond fast enough. Because that one was going into the Humber bench. And big shot there.
Amy Connolly with that one. Now Avery Bodner with the serve.
Bodnar clears it. And into the block. Another opportunity, just tips it over. When you have a three-person blocking front. And that was an excellent block by Amanda Larson. Was able to keep it contested at the net, threw it straight back down. And the Vikings were just confused, couldn't get it back up in time. That one sails far. Number 1, Brooke McBride serving. 2 points the difference. Humber fired away.
Now 6 points away from moving on to the semi-final match. Are the Humber Hawks.
Augustana Vikings jousted at the net by Larson. And that one flies wide. 4 points the difference.
We're going to see a timeout called by Augustana. We'll take a short break, hearing from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Durham's love of sport runs deep. Sport Durham is proud to collaborate with partners like Durham College to welcome sport event visitors and to strengthen our inclusive community. From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham is here to help make your next event memorable.
There are a number of partners that support CCAA activities, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize them for this event. 4 Imprint, the Government of Canada, Jostens, Moulton, One Team Sports Group, Verburn Medical Supply, and Volleyball Canada.
Welcome coaches and congratulations on making it to the 2025 CCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Step into the action with Pregame Pathways' innovative tools featuring custom lineup cards, dynamic whiteboards, and engaging game day cards that set the stage for every play. Discover our student-athlete pathway plans designed to guide you on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
And we are back here as Humber with a 4-point lead. 20-16 here in the third, and what could be final set if Humber takes it. Serving is Caitlin LaBelle. She gets it over. The Vikings able to get it back.
Excellent placement there. Just breaks through. And the Vikings down 3.
Now serving for the Vikings is Phaedra Bruins. Good spot, but the Hawks able to get that one back.
The Vikings do the same. Sets there, and Kill breaks through the blockers. Manners into the wall. Out it goes. Point to the Hawks. Brings them 4 points away from advancing.
Substitution coming here is coming in to serve is Alex Shawaga.
And out goes Amanda Larson.
3 points away. Getting one step closer to CCAA gold. And it's going to be an ace there from Shawaga.
Into the stat booth it goes.
And that one will be sailed out of bounds.
And out goes Shriwaga.
Hadley Zemer now serving for the Vikings.
Back set, there was no one there. But lucky enough, that block doesn't quite get the right angle. 2 points away now are the Hawks.
Now with Wilsdroft up at the service line.
The missile finds open court. Serving is Lainey Granley.
Just having to get it over there was Humber's. Bit of a mishap there. Able to keep it up though. Another free ball for the Vikings. So kept alive off the net, but unable to get over up to the other side. As now it's 3 points the Vikings trail by. See another substitution is coming in is Amy Connolly. Coming out is Avery Bodnar.
And hit out of the backcourt.
That one's going to be
too
sailed
much
out.
power.
Now 24-20 with Hannah Manners at the line. This is set and match point.
And that's going to keep them alive. 3 points the difference now.
Tamara Matheson now at the service line.
And good return here from Humber. Free ball over. Quick joust.
A light tip, and Vikings stay alive. And a timeout being called here by Humber. With that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after hearing from our sponsors.
Take your volleyball skills to the next level. Court Time Volleyball is a locally owned business in the Durham region that strives to develop athletes learning the game all the way to the rep or club level at all ages. Programs include youth leagues, all types of skill clinics, semi-private and private training, all throughout the year. Follow them on Instagram or check out their website at www.courttimevolleyball.ca.
Durham College is a proud recipient of funding from the Ministry of Sport's Ontario Sport Hosting Program for the 2025 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Volleyball Championship. The Ontario Sport Hosting Program provides project-based funding to help applicants deliver national and international amateur sport events in Ontario. The province provides an annual investment of $3 million and has supported
And welcome back to CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championships. We have the Augustana Vikings serving into the Humber Hawks. Humber Hawks on match point. And they have it. That did not last long coming out of the timeout as Humber takes it away with the victory, sends them to the semifinals playing against the VIU Mariners. And we will hear from these guys in just a little bit as we find out who is doing our interview. And we will be back in just a quick moment once again as we hear from a couple sponsors here.
Durham College is a proud recipient of a grant from the Durham Region Parasport and Recreation Opportunities Fund to support its innovative sitting volleyball initiative. This fund was established by the Region of Durham in partnership with Durham Community Foundation as a legacy of the Durham Region 2023 Ontario Parasport Games. The sitting volleyball program underscores DC's commitment to fostering inclusive sport and recreation opportunities for all athletes. With over 100 years of combined experience in the food industry, Yuppie are global leaders in food production, services, and retail. Yuppie's commitment to quality assurance and traceability ensures lasting relationships and the highest standards for all your food supply needs. Visit yuppie.ca to learn more.
And we are back here as we're about to hear from down at courtside our players of the game from either side. For that, I want to talk about Augustana, which technically, I guess you could say their storybook season comes to an end in terms of
at least being able to go for that
CCAA
gold.
gold. Yeah, but I mean, you still can fight for that bronze medal. I mean, you did give Humber, the third-ranked team in the country, a pretty good run for their money.
Had them for a good while there. They were keeping close, especially that last set. They clawed themselves back into it. Second one, they were down, I think, 10, I believe.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, like, again, just like that first game, it goes to show just how tight all of these games have been.
We're going to throw you guys over to...
For the Augustana Vikings
Just waiting for our players of the match being announced here. For the Vikings, it's Phaedra Bruins. Got a few good services, getting a couple aces in the match. Now, await to hear for the Humber Hawks. And of course, we're going to have our own Troy Hewitt interviewing Humber's player of the game.
Player of the match from the Humber Hawks. Can we get a drum roll, please? The player of the match representing the Humber Hawks is number 2, Kennedy Willscroft.
And it's going to be Kennedy Willscroft for Humber. Also a few good services on her side. Also played very well defensively with a few digs out of the backcourt. And of course, leading the way along for setting the ball to Larson and Manners throughout the match as well.
Both of them were also good candidates to be able to get that award, but we are going to be sending it over to Troy Hewitt sooner rather than later. And thank you to all the fans here as well as watching. And both teams will make their way through. And we'll await to see when Willscroft makes her way over there.
Of course, for the remainder of the day at 6 p.m., we're going to have the host Durham Lords versus the #1 ranked Lakeland Rustlers.
The Lakeland Rustlers, of course, won the last 2 CCAA championships, so it's going to be a fight.
We're going to see Troy Hewitt now with the interview down there at courtside as Willscroft gets set there. And he's going to give him the sticker. We're going to send him his way right now.
We're here with Kennedy, player of the game. What's going on in your mind right now?
I'm just super happy. I'm just super proud of these girls. We didn't let down the whole time, and it's a team effort. So, yeah, we got the job done.
So you had 20 assists. I believe it was 10 plus digs, and then you got 4, I don't even know. You killed everything on the stats today. What goes in, how are you such a good player?
I don't know. That's my team, honestly. Block set up, I can dig. I don't know. My libero passes, I can set well. It's a whole team effort. So I just really appreciate them. They support me so much. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're going to have the rest of your team come in. We're going to do the sticker.
And that was Troy speaking with Kennedy Willscroft, talking about how her and her team were able to take this 3-0 match win as we see them move their sticker on to the semi-final matchup, which will be tomorrow against the VIU Mariners. Definitely going to be a great match to see. We thank you for joining us for the first half of games today. Like I said, we'll be back at 6 p.m. for Durham and Lakeland. We will see you then.
Once again, a huge thank you for coming out today. In preparation for our next session later today, we would like to kindly ask everybody to please make your way out of the arena so we can prepare for the next session. Once again, please get up and make your way out of the arena at this time.